there, Lynx here, and if you thought we were done with Sakura Games Grind, you were mistaken, because during the sale I actually went shopping, and with that being said, today we are sitting to Sakura Alien. Let's check it out. Space. Release incredible. If you are talking about space, now that I think about it, there was a game called Sakura Space. There was also Sakura Beach, where our main character really loved space, so possible crossovers? Anyway, it's impossibly vast, infinitely so. In fact, and it's expanding all the time. I've always liked stargazing, but what really got me invested in space was my older cousin Seiji. Oi. Oi, 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 oi. Hey. Hey, I'm being honest about crossover now, I think. I'm not certain if his name was that, but... Yes! Sakura Beach, main character, Seiji. Let's go! A throwback! What a good memory, by the way. Sakura Beach is on the YouTube, by the way, so if you haven't played it, if you haven't watched it, you can easily find it on my YouTube. Or just pin down Sakura Beach PolishLynx into YouTube search bar and you will get the playlist. That's right. You will get the playlist of the first and second games. If you type in Sakura Beach PolishLynx. That's right. 18 videos in total, but totally worth it. Really good girls over there, by the way. Anyway, he's an even bigger space nut than I am, if that can be believed. When I was younger, Seiji used to take me hiking so we could look up at the stars. He gave me a collapsible telescope for my 12th birthday. It was a pretty cheap telescope and it wasn't all that powerful, but I cherished it. Hey, it's a nice gift for dude. To be fair, I feel like I always wanted a telescope. But, yeah. Now I could technically buy it, but you know, given that I live in an apartment, I feel like if neighbors noticed that I have the telescope in my window, they'd be like, what is he using that for? Anyway, those days I spent with my cousin out in the sticks were truly precious. A lot of time has passed since then, and I'm not the wide-eyed, easily impressed little kid I used to be. I'm 19. Oh, technically legal in Poland, and I've since moved from the countryside to attend university in Tokyo. Nice. I'm studying physics. Ooh, nice. Thanks to my childhood fascination with the stars, and I had dreams of becoming a researcher when I graduate. Physics is cool, not gonna lie. I was good with physics in middle school. I don't know why I struggled with it in high school for. Even if I understood everything, for some reason I constantly messed something up. At university we had only one semester of that and I nailed it. I was the best in the entire year. Literally one of 4 people who passed the theoretical exam on the first try, and I was the only one with a grade of 4 in a scale of 2 to 5. No one was higher than me. And I also was the only one who passed the practical test on the first go. Actually, I passed it on a trial go as the only one. And a friend of mine who I kind of at the same time helped on that test, passed as well. Why am I... By the way, we are not playing the game at all. It's fine. And on the first try I also passed easily, without even preparing, because I was supposed to be getting passing grade anyway, because I passed the trial. Funny thing, but yeah. Actually, I've later passed the second one better than a trial, actually, despite not studying. Anyway, he wants to be a researcher when he graduates. Let's get to it. I'd love to work for JAXA one day and oversee satellites as they launch into orbit. I don't know if JAXA is a real thing or not, sorry. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Nothing's certain in life. That's true. It's best to focus on the here and now. I agree with that, not gonna lie. That is absolutely true. I think me, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of other people as well were taught that lesson in their life. I don't want to end up disappointed, even if I'm doing all in my power to make my dreams come true. I'll take things one step at a time. Ooh, let's go. Nice place. Pizza Mania, coffee, game, Koitsumi, takeout burger place. Since I'd lived out in the sticks all my life, moving to Tokyo was initially a huge culture shock. Tokyo's busy 24/7, with a huge amount of buildings and it's wreathed in perpetually flickering lights. I live in a run-down apartment block with a bunch of other guys around my age. I'm situated on the 3rd floor, in a teeny room with a tatami floor that overlooks a parking lot and a bunch of Chinese restaurants. Huh. The smell of frying beef loin and pork belly wafts through my window every evening without fail, which ensures I always go to sleep hungry. I know this problem. Except for the fact it's actually not by my place. The tempting smiles I have are on my running path. I go. If I turn, I will get the smell of pizza and later kebab. If I go straight to take a longer road, I will go past a kebab and an pizzeria and an ice cream place. Well, ice cream you can't really smell, but yeah, the pizzeria and the kebab place. And then if I go straight, I also run past another kebab place, Chinese. And there was something else, but I actually don't remember what exactly it was. The smell is tempting, not gonna lie. Luckily enough, I never stopped during my runs to eat any of that. Luckily enough. But again, I don't really eat much fast food. I ate once this year? Wait, did I? No, I actually haven't eaten this year yet. Crazy. I did twice last year for... Anyway. I live in a pretty busy area, and cars go by every hour of the day. In the beginning, their constant humming used to bother me, but I've gotten used to it. I've been in Tokyo for 8 months now, and the regular hustle and bustle has become old hat. My passion for space hasn't waned during these months, but I've not had many opportunities to put the telescope Seiji gave me to good use. I still have it, old and worn though it is, but Tokyo's night skies are so crowded it's hard to get a good view of the stars. Meanwhile, Seiji has a girlfriends? Or 2? Or 3? Who knows? There is too much light pollution to contend with, not to mention all the actual pollution. Wait, Does Tokyo produce a lot of pollution? A problem. I can imagine it doesn't compare to Poland at all. Poland is terrible at this. The skies here are never as clear as they are back home. Okay, that's because of the light. But I mean the actual pollution. There's one thing I miss about the countryside, but I get what you mean. You can't see the sky from here at night. Well, I wasn't too cut up about leaving my childhood home on account of its critical lack of decent shops and the awful public transport. Again, you have never been to Poland, have you? This is the place of awful public transport. But the clear night skies were something special. I think I took them for granted. I had no idea before I left for Tokyo what I'd be saying goodbye to. It's not all doom and gloom, though. I can start this as often as I'd like, but I do have occasional opportunities to peruse the night sky. My university has a club devoted solely for stargazing, which, of course, I signed up for in a snap. I figured that I, alongside my new club members, will be making regular trips out to the countryside to camp beneath the stars like I did with Sage in my childhood. But my dreams of camaraderie under the stars were those when the reality of the situation hit me. My university astronomy club is, to put it politely, somewhat lacking. And to put it rather less politely, it's almost a non-entity. I'm surprised it's still running. Even its list of members stops short at a measly 2. There's the club leader, a cheer girl called Akasaka Hiyori, 1 year my senior, and me, Takagaki Haru. And that's it. The end. C'est fini. I have no idea if I read it correctly. I assume it's French, so as a European, I don't care if I read it correctly. I'm sorry, but you can tell me if I did or not. I have no idea. I don't know French. We're the only members of the astronomy club. Dude, it's a winning situation. You have to step up. I'm stuck dealing with Hiyori all alone. And boy, is she a lot to deal with. For example, let's go. Hey Haru! It's good to see you again this morning! Ooh. Haru, you need to step up your game. Come on, man. She cute. Clump! I start, surprised, as I feel a soft sensation pushed against my arm. You lucky bastard. I probably shouldn't be as surprised as I am, given how often the scene plays out, but it shocks me all the same. I've only just stepped outside and I'm already being assaulted. How are you, Haru? Are you doing well? I hope you've been looking after yourself. It's been chilly lately, hasn't it? You ought to make sure you wrap up warm and make sure you eat a lot of nutritious food too. Hiyori starts bumbling 19 to the dozen as she always does. It's hard to get any words in when this girl is around, but I have to at least make an effort. I already like her, by the way. Hey, Hiyori. I tried to wrench my arm free of Hiyori's pincer-like grasp too little avail. She's clinging to me hard, as though she's afraid I might disappear. Which, if I'm being fair, wouldn't be a wholly baseless fear. What is wrong with you? You are so not living to the name of your cousin Seiji, you know? I do find Hiyori's company quite overwhelming. She's more touchy-feely than any girl I've ever met before. Not that I know all that many girls, and we have known one another all that long. It's not like we're childhood friends or anything. So? What's your deal? She has no sense of boundaries whatsoever. To be honest, I find Hiyori's clinginess kind of let me choice. Yes! Yes! Annoying, you've got to be kidding me. Never would I be saying that to a cute girl like this. She's cute. We are not saying annoying. Endearing. She can be a bit too handsy at times, but a bit of affection every now and then is nice. She does have a tendency to to take things a bit too far for. She clinged to me pretty tightly. Do you think you could let go of me, Fiori? My arms is starting to go numb.
Haru, what is wrong with you, man?
But Haru... Fiori pouts, her eyes boring into my own. Fiori looks pretty plain. What? No, she does not look plain. What is wrong?
This guy.
With her bobbed brown hair and her brown eyes, but in terms of personality, surely is out there. Is she overcompensating for her average do? I'm sorry for the silence right now, but I'm thinking if this guy is stupid or what? How is she average? She's cute as heck. What a dumbass that guy is. I've often pondered this during the months I've known her. But that's a mean fault, so I'll keep it to myself.
I have to cling to you to warm you up. It's a cold day and... Oh!
Here he squeezed my hand between her own, then squeaked in alarm.
Why don't you wear gloves? The weather reporter said it was below 0.
Oh my god. If I were to not wear gloves below 0, my hands would look disgusting. It's alright, I used to live in the countryside. It got even colder there. I'm used to it.
Wow, that's so cool! You always act so tough. You always act too...
That's so Yaya's voice, by the way. Hiori giggles, then snuggles even closer to me. She lets go of my hand, thank goodness. What are you thanking for, you idiot? But her fingers are quick to coil once more around my arm. She pulls my body towards her, spreads her cheek to the curve of my shoulder, and then beams.
But you don't need to act tough around me. We are friends after all. If you're cold, just say the word and I warm you up in a snap. My body temperature is a little higher than your average person's. Well, that should be expected, even I'm not an average person at all. You should really know that by this point, so I won't bore you with the details.
Yeah, thanks. Hiori might look completely normal to an outsider, but she maintains, quite forcefully in fact, that she's not in fact an ordinary girl. I mean, because she's not, as you can see. She's cutie. She believes instead that she's an alien. What? Alright, next. I was pretty unnerved when Hiori first told me about this insane theory, and to be honest, I'm still unnerved. I thought about quitting the astronomy club when she dropped that bombshell, but I wasn't able to do it. I mean, listen, if you get a cute alien like this, you don't quit. I love stargazing too much to pass it up, and while Hiori is strange, I don't think she means an ill. She's a nice girl, really, if a bit too attentive to my needs, and I definitely don't dislike her. If it weren't for me, the astronomy club would have only one member, and it would be forced to disband. I know how much her club means to Hiori. I'd hate to be the harbinger of its demise, even if it is on its last legs. I'm willing to tough out Hiori-ness, at least until the end of the semester, but...
Hey Haru, can you maybe not flip your girlfriends out in the morning? You're going to make me puke, man.
That's right. You don't have to show off like that. I'm trying to wrap it in.
Guys, their girlfriends are the worst. They think they're all dead just because they have a bit more luck than us. Normies really are the worst. They should all drop dead.
Gee... I sigh. It's such a cold day, my breath. It's such a cold day, my breath. As it escapes my mouth, turns white and glossy, like steam. I was hoping to steer Hiori away from the apartment before my housemates woke up. But I am all out of luck. I've already been spotted. Koichi is glaring at me like he wants to punch a hole through my face, and Kosuke just spot on the sidewalk. How charming. Not. And Kosuke wonders why he doesn't have a girlfriend. Not that I'm dating Kyori, for all that she clings to me.
Oh, hi there, Haru's housemates.
Heedless of my housemates' death glares, Kyori shoots them a cheery smile.
It's nice to see you. Make sure wrap up warm, alright? It's very cold. I hate for you to get sick, and I hate it even more if you gave my dear Haru pneumonia.
Hey guys. I wave to my housemates with my free hand, and then try to extricate myself from both Kyori and this awkward misunderstanding. I think you've got the wrong idea, Bo. Kyori and I aren't dating. I mean, but Kosuke cuts me off.
Like hell you aren't. What girl clings to a guy if she doesn't have a thing for him? I'm not stupid, you know. I can see what's going on. This girl totally has the hots for you.
Kosuke's right. It's obvious. You can trick us with the "we are not dating" bullcrap. She only deigns to look at us because we leave you.
I don't care one way or the other if you want to flirt, but don't do it in front of us, man. It's rude.
No, we're really not dating. I try again, but to little avail.
Oh, spare me the excuses. You're starting to piss me off. Let's go, guys. Sure, anything to get away from these two lovebirds.
Kosuke spits on the ground again. Listen, I'm not gonna be spitting here, okay? Before departing, skulking along in his beaten up winter coat behind Koichi and Daigo. I watch them head off down the street and then sigh. It's not yet 8 and I already feel exhausted. Wait. It's 8. Wait, what? Why are you returning at 8 in the morning? Okay, listen, I'm saying 8 in the morning because as far as I remember, Wing Cloud actually uses a 24-hour clock in their games, which is wonderful, by the way. 24-hour clock is the correct clock. Anyway, I'm tired of being at odds with my housemates thanks to Hyori. I used to get along with Koichi pretty well until Hyori began to cling to me like this. Oh, dude. I'm choosing Hyori over the guys. I don't think she intended to drive a wedge between me and the guys, but that's how it ended up. Maybe I would feel less bitter about this if we were actually dating, but we're not. Did you try? I bet he didn't even try. He's like,
Nah, she's not my type or something.
she's cute as heck. She's outgoing. She's definitely someone who will keep the conversation going no matter what. Dude, go for it. At least she's not Polish. You're lucky about that. Lynx striking at Poland once again. Anyway, it's all a genuine misunderstanding, but how can I tell my housemates that? They refuse to listen. They refuse to listen to me. Hell, if I was in their shoes, I wouldn't listen to me either. Hyori's closeness does look awfully suspicious. If only they understood that Hyori has a few screws loose, that might salvage some goodwill from the wreckage of our capsized friendships. Ah, dude. But then again, maybe not. I shouldn't hold out any hope.
Haru!
Hyori peers at me, her arm still looped through mine.
Are you alright? You've gone very quiet. You're not cold, are you?
No, I'm fine. I'm just thinking.
About?
I consider scolding Hyori when think better of it. She never listens to me. I doubt it would do much good, and in any case, I don't want to upset her. I'd like to think of myself as a gentleman. It's nothing, really. Nothing. I force a smile, then try to shrug Hyori's grasping arm of mine. Would you mind letting go? It'll be hard to walk to university with you clinging like that. Wait, why did you go into the direction of the apartments and now you're going to university? What? Did I like miss some part? I don't want to be late. If you ask me, I was late like at least when it comes to mornings 90% of times. Quite literally.
Alright, you have a point. Sorry, when I see I just can't.
Dude, she's so cute. Look. Okay, she has nice legs. She's quite boosty. Nice. Average length hair. Do you see the mouse? You don't see the mouse. Give me a second. Capture cursor. Okay, why is it not capturing the cursor? There it is. I like this stuff on her hair. Clipses, whatever that is exactly called. I like those. I really like those in her, in characters. I don't know why, but I like those. In case you haven't realized, I really like those. Anyway, she's cute.
Sorry. When I see I just can't help myself. The best reactions of humans are simply too charming.
You're a human too, you know. I'm unblind, but I'm under my breath, but Yor doesn't seem to hear me. She's good at conveniently blotting out remarks that conflict with her word-to-word view. At least she lets go of me, at long last, which is something of a mercy. I do wish she'd relinquished her grip on me earlier, for it would have saved me a lot of scrutinizing glares from my once-was trio of friends.
This guy.
Listen, Haru. Listen, Haru. It's like Genshin. To get a better item, you need to craft 3 of the lower tier items. So we had 3 friends. You know, you have to eliminate them somewhat, and that's how you land this lovely girl. That's how it works. Anyway, shall we head over to the campus then?
Yes, let's!
Hiyori beams at me, her choppy brown hair shifting about her face.
Let's go together! We have a lot of to discuss. We still need to plan out the final details of tonight's hot pot party.
Oh yeah, I'd almost forgotten about that.
It's good that you have me to remind you about these things then, isn't it? I swear you humans would forget your heads if they weren't screwed on your necks. How your race became the dominant force upon this planet, I shall never know. It truly is a mystery.
Yeah, it definitely is, isn't it? It isn't really. Darwin did a lot of good work demystifying all that. Haven't you heard of natural selection?
Oh really? I'm not good with complicated stuff like that.
Hiyori falls into step with me as we walk over to the campus. Dude, I wish I had a traditional Japanese house. Well, technically, you know, maybe not like completely traditional, but you know, a little modernity would be nice. I would say if you watch Dogen and Tokyo Lens, there are 2 videos showing Dogen's house. Holy crap, this is so beautiful, by the way. This is it. This is basically it. Anyway, that pretty much was the house that I had always in my head. Anyway, let's get back to the game. I'm drifting off the game a lot today. Sorry about that. The university is about half an hour away. We could take the bus or the train, but I prefer walking. I like to get a bit of exercise in every day. I don't want to become a total slob, beholden to the convenience of public transport. That's correct. That's nice.
So,
Oh, that's nice music.
about the hot pot party.
Here it says, once we've exhausted the subject of natural selection.
I think we'll have it in the astronomic lab room after we're done stargazing on the roof. I'll start cooking pretty late, maybe around 21.
Let's go, 24-hour clock.
If you don't know, that's 9 p.m.
How does that sound? Do you think you can hold out until then?
That should be fine, yeah. I offer Hiyori a small smile, touched by her thoughtfulness. That's one thing I can fault her for. She is a considerate person. In some regards. I'll eat a big lunch. That should tide me over. Plus your cooking's delicious. It's always worth waiting for. I'm not just saying that either. Hiyori's cooking is one of the pluses of being a member of the astronomy club. Though we are the astronomy club on paper, Hiyori treats the club room more like a restaurant. Yeah. Hiyori made chilled noodles in the summer, and now it's winter. She's been preparing all kinds of warm dishes. There's a brazier in a club room for grilling meat and stirring soups, and she even has a mini fridge to store ingredients. The fridge is perpetually full of veggies, plus the huge plastic cartons of barley tea Hiyori likes so much. For all I grouse about Hiyori, she sure knows how to make the club room cozy.
You charmer, you.
Hiyori giggles, then nudges me aside with her elbow.
You know exactly what to say to girls to win them over. Not that I'm complaining. Your tactics are infecting on me, for I'm no ordinary girl.
Yeah. It always comes back to this with Hiyori. Whenever I start thinking I might enjoy her company, she has to ruin the moment. Come on, she's not ruining it. Sometimes I wonder why Hiyori is so desperate to stand out. While it's common to want to be special, people generally shed their desire when they get older. Could be a holdover from Hiyori's childhood. Maybe her parents were neglectful. That might explain Hiyori's insatiable desire for attention. Not that I can say for certain. I don't know much about her family. She's a chatterbox, but she hardly ever speaks about them.
So, do you have any requests for tonight's hot pot? Is there anything in particular you want?
Not really, though I do like enoki mushrooms. I have no idea what that is myself.
Well, yeah, those are practically a given. Who doesn't put those in hot pot?
That's a good point. Then, I'll weigh up my options, all while running a hand through my hair. What about rice cake? I'm pretty fond of that.
Sure thing! I can pick some up from the supermarket alongside the rest of the ingredients. And what about the broth? Do you have any special requests?
Anything is fine, so long as it's not too spicy. Haru, you are such a disappointment. How can it not be spicy? What? Give it some spice, girl.
Now that is a pity. You know how much I love spice, especially when it gets you in your nose. It feels good when you're eating hot food and you start to sneeze.
What? No. Who sneezes when eating food? What?
But I guess most humans don't like that.
No, we must... What are you guys talking? I've never had that. What? No, we most certainly do not. You're so weird, Hiyori. Yeah. I mean... Do you guys have that feeling like what they described? I've never had that when eating spicy food. Anyway.
That should go without saying. I'm an alien after all.
Yeah, I know. She's told me about it enough times. Not that I believe her. Her family name is Akasaka. For goodness sake. That's about as basic as you can get. Well, I mean, if you say it's basic as you can get, I would say it might work pretty well for an alien, you know. They want to get on Earth and get into the society. They get the most basic name. Anyway, she's not that far removed from the Tanakas or the Suzukis of this world. How many families called Akasaka dwell in space? Don't ask me, man. Not many, I'd be willing to bet. You don't know that. If her family name was something like, I don't know, Cloudwalker, I might be willing to take her wild claims about her alien lineage more seriously, but she's way too normal. Everything about Yuri is normal, really, save for these delusions of hers. Sometimes I wish Yuri wasn't such a good cook, then I might have had the good sense to quit the astronomy club months ago when she started spouting all this crazy nonsense.
Haru, what is wrong with you?
I think it's too late for that now, though. I decided to stick with Yuri, and now I'm in it for the long haul. At least her cooking's a good consolation prize, even if her waffle about aliens unnerves me.
Hey, Haru!
Yuri's footsteps comes to a halt. She peers at me, linking her arm through mine once more and pouts.
What are you saying anything?
I don't have anything to say.
But I just told you I was an alien. Doesn't it warrant some kind of reaction?
You tell me that every day. I've gotten used to it.
How can you get used to it?
Yuri pouts.
Pooh! It should be revelation, particularly for a guy like you who loves space. Doesn't it excite you?
It's lost. It's lost her.
Haru, I don't think you're treating this with the gravitas it deserves. In fact, sometimes I think you don't believe me at all. Maybe you think I'm teasing you or lying, but I'm not. I'm being honest. Everything I say is true.
I believe that you believe everything you're saying is true, but as for me...
You have your doubts.
A few, yeah, I mean... I clear my throat. I don't want to be mean to Yuri, not after she's been so kind to me, but I don't want to indulge her. You don't look anything like an alien. You seem like a regular, human girl to me, in every regard. I mean, nobody said that alien has to be looking like a slime or whatever. If you think about it, they might look exactly like we, like us, right? You never know if they exist. I've never run into one. I've never run into one claiming to be human, to be alien, so I wouldn't know. But yeah.
That is what you think, but how can you say that for certain? You've never seen my whole body. Wink, wink. If you knew what I looked like beneath my clothes, you might just reconsider.
Huh? You got me off guard there. I frown. Is that supposed to be a pickup line?
Is that how you're interpreting it?
Here is my vaguely.
Maybe it is. I don't think I'd mind if you saw me without clothes. I don't trust other humans, but you're special to me. Am I not special to you too?
He repeats at me, her expression winsome.
We are friends, aren't we?
We are, sure. But it's because we are friends that are some things that we shouldn't do. Such as getting rid of the clothes in front of one another. That far surpasses the boundaries of mere friendship, in my eyes at least. Now, okay, we've really got to hurry or we'll be late for class. I'm going to run.
What? Hey, Haru!
Yuri calls after me as I take off, the sole of my sneaker slapping against the dual grade sidewalk. Which also reminds me, my running track, kind of, my running road, they actually did a new sidewalk, and also, what I'm actually using for running, a new bike, so cycling path. Freedom cyclist. Just kidding. But sometimes you gotta use the cycling path because there are fragments of the supposed path walk which are not necessarily safest. Anyway, I can't see Yuri's face anymore, but I bet she's pouting. Oh well, if Shirley's an alien, she can always summon her spaceship or something. Not that this will ever happen. There is no way Haru is an alien, and I have no interest in humoring her. It is quite frankly impossible. I'm not so sure about that. Anywho, that would be a little beginning to Sakura Alien. I know I'll enjoy it already, because we are back to a male main character. So for me it makes it a little easier to get into the character, basically. And not to mention I forgot what I wanted to say. Not to mention, you know, less amount of voices I need to try to make and so on. Anyway, solid entrance. I think I will enjoy this one. Hiyori, absolute cutie. We are going to date her. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and not guys, enjoyed this episode. Hope you have a good time with this game on the channel as well. Anyway, if you enjoyed, consider liking, subscribing if you haven't already, commenting maybe. Do you think Hiyori is like too much of a pain for the guy? I think she isn't. Also, you can go to my social medias, Twitter, Instagram, and also to Twitch. Fridays, Saturdays we are streaming occasionally, so you might drop out at the 24th hour of the day, or the 0 hour of the day. That's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful, and not guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.